November's in the books, so here are all the games that I finished in November. The very first game that I finished in November was The Karate Kid Street Rumble. This is a 16-bit inspired 2D like beat 'em up, and it's kind of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 arcade stuff like that, or Time, the one in Turtles in Time. It's got a lot of inspiration from that because you'll be seeing boss battles and you're like, oh, this reminds me of this beat 'em up, or this reminds me of that beat 'em up. This is basically the first three films for Karate Kid, so you get to see like him getting bullied in high school, going to Japan, trying to reconnect with Miyagi and do different things. I liked the game, but the story was not accurate 100%. So if you're an avid fan of Karate Kid, you're gonna get a little irritated, but it's not horrible. It's not gonna be like, oh, okay. It's just like little minor things, like people meeting up too early, things like, we want this to connect, we want you to be able to use this character, so we're gonna put this character in the story a little earlier than normal. This guy who didn't fight you is gonna fight you because we need another boss, stuff like that. So really dug this game. It's a fun game. I recommend it to all the people who like beat 'em ups and who like Karate Kid. Definitely up your alley. The next one is called Lake Season's Greetings. This is a DLC storyline from the game Lake. Basically, you are the father of the main character, and your job is to go around and mail carrying stuff like that. Is the same thing as the first original game, but I didn't connect with it as well as I thought I was going to. I was like, okay, it's on sale, let me pick up this DLC. It was about 2-3 hours of gameplay, and basically you go through and you see all the town before the daughter came back and what everybody was doing. There was only a couple funny things in it. For the most part, if you really like to, do the mundane, the tedious things like delivering mail, connecting with a couple people, it was good. But the reason why I liked this game first more than the other one is because you actually had more to do. You were trying to figure out what was going on with a couple of characters. You had romance options, you had different things. This one, you really don't have anything to do other than see the town before she got here. So if it's cheap, pick it up. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't think I would recommend this one. After that, I finished a game called Cult of the Lamb. This is a roguelike game. I don't really dig roguelike games, but because I finished Valhalla for God of War, I wanted to try this one out. It was on PlayStation Plus, and I think it was on Game Pass at one point. Correct me if I'm wrong. And basically, you're a young lamb who is sacrificed by a couple people in the church, and you go in and you make a deal, and you say basically that if I am brought back, I will help get, them out of the way and release the demon that's there and build up a following. So it's kind of like a roguelite meets Tamagotchi. Basically, you have to keep your followers happy, you have to feed them. They poop everywhere. So you're cleaning up poop, you're cleaning up everything. I was like, oh my gosh, this is Tamagotchi, 100%. And then you have to feed them, daily tasks, stuff like that. So you go in, you fix up the area, you clean it up, you build something, and that's why it's kind of like Sims, like a simulator too. And then you go in and you go back and you do a run. Like a run could take you like 20 minutes. But the one thing about the run is if you take too long, they start getting hungry, and then you have to come back and you have to get food. So during the run, you have to find food, you have to collect materials and different things as you're doing the run. So you can't just go in and battle and move on. You have to think about, okay, what am I lacking? What am I missing? Because there's different branching paths to take. And so you'll see, like, this one will say you're going to get a new follower. But then this over here, it's like, there's food over here. Do you want to get food or do you want to get a new follower? Because you have to build up followers to be able to open up the next area. So you have to balance it and think about your strategies as to what you're going to do to get more followers, keep them happy, and then be able to open up all the doors in the final door. The very end, you could have multiple endings because there's different choices to choose on what you want to do. I liked the game. It was a fun game. I do recommend it for people who like roguelites, kind of like Hades. This was a nice take on a roguelite, so very, very fun. After that, I played a beat 'em up again, and this one is called Mayhem Brawler. This one I saw and decided to play it because I can't remember who recommended it. If you're in the comments, let me know it was you. But yeah, basically you are 3 characters. It reminds me of a superhero story, like a comic, and you have multiple characters. You have a female character who named Star. You have Dolphin. He literally is a dolphin. And then you have another guy who he kind of reminds me of Hulk meets like Hulk Hogan meets, oh, what's that other character? I think like Starsky and Hutch kind of thing. But basically you could choose from there, and there's multiple other characters. If you want to get the upgrade, you can do that, but I just got the base game. And you're battling the evil villains, and it does have a lot of humor in it that I really dug. It was fun. And I played through it on stream, and I had a good time with it. Everybody, you all made it fun. So if you are looking for another beat 'em up, definitely try this out. It's worth your time. If you are not sure about it, I know it goes on sale a lot, so pick it up. And then if you do decide you really like it, you can add on. There's multiple DLC, multiple adding characters, different things. And I liked it. It was a good game. Then I played a Dreamcast game, Soulcalibur. I don't know. I've been going through the Soulcaliburs again. I played 6 a while back. I went back and played 3 again. I played 2 at a convention, and this time I got a new RetroPie and I wanted to go through it, and I saw that it had a list of Dreamcast games. I was like, hell yeah, I love the Dreamcast. I don't have one anymore, but I do remember playing Resident Evil Code Veronica, had a fun time with that. It's a lot easier and less, that I beat it with that version too. It's a lot easier than if you were to play, you know, Code Veronica X. They're spongy, it's not fun, and you have to like really work at it. But this one, I played Soulcalibur because I wanted to go through it again. You are a list of characters based on your storyline. You can get multiple endings. Usually you're battling Nightmare of some kind. He's usually the evil boss you have to face. And the one thing I like about this one, just like Tekken, it has its own style. You have like Virtual Fighter, you have Ring Out. It's all swords. You always have to like figure out a good style for your characters. Some are quick and fast, so you want to do combos and get the person out. Other ones, they're tanky. You have to make sure that you have a balance because you leave an opening if you go through. So really dug this one. I may get another Dreamcast because of this if in the future, but definitely worth your time if you have not played a Soulcalibur. Soulcalibur 6 goes on sale all the time, and I love playing it. I still keep my copy of Soulcalibur 3 for that reason. And I love that they always used to add characters. So hopefully the new Soulcalibur will add some more characters, kind of like what they did for Mortal Kombat, and we'll maybe have another one. I'm hoping for more Tekken. Now for a glitchy hot mess. I streamed this game and I'm very disappointed. It is Cobra Kai 2 Dojos Rising. This is a game that I was so happy to get. I was like, oh cool, I have played the first one, can't finish it, I'm still trying, but it's a very difficult beat 'em up. And basically it's like they took the first one but they made it 3D, but it's a glitchy mess. I hadn't picked it up right away because I heard that it was glitchy, and I was like, okay, let me let it get better, let me let the patches happen. My word, it's still a hot mess. It's so bad. You'll see people walking around in the areas that you're walking around and they're floating. There's no animation for it. Like literally, like I'll show you a clip. Like I was laughing hysterically at how bad they were walking. Oh, there you are again, bro. What's up? Dude, you've been running around all over the place, right? So fun, huh? Look at you. You are so good at your walking animation. They really programmed you well. Floating on water. Do you see what I'm talking about? Like, I never thought I would see horrible animation for a brand new game. And this is a tie-in to a show that everybody likes. Multiple people are going to buy this and go, oh, hi, let's play this. It's basically supposed to be the last couple seasons for Cobra Kai, and you're seeing that Silver has taken over and he's trying to like bombard everybody and basically be the only dojo in the area. And I like the story, but they changed it up just a little bit, you know, because again, the game. But what you choose is you could be 3 of the dojos. You could either be Eagle Fang, Miyagi-Do, or Cobra Kai. And whatever you choose is what will happen in the story. They all intersect at certain points in the game, but eventually you'll just keep playing that storyline. We chose Cobra Kai as the stream, and we watched as the dojo was going through. The only thing that I didn't like about the game was the fact that it was like you basically could not at certain points get your character to move. Like it would glitch and I would be frozen. And some of the characters are spongy. Like I'm trying to get there's staff members you can pick up, not only fighters. Your main objective of the goal is to get fighters, to get them to be able to keep your dojo running. You earn a lot of money and you keep your dojo happy because you have to pay bills. I earned so much money that I leveled up my dojo after like 3 times. Like I didn't even have to try at all. Like I built up so much and I did so well that I got level 5 within 5 seconds. So this is not hard at all, but the only thing is it's ridiculous. To the point where I was like, my word, this is bad. So if you want to play a glitchy hot mess, go ahead. This is going to go on the list of disappointing games. I really thought this was going to be patched and fixed by the time I got to play it. It was on sale. Like, oh, it's on sale. No, it's on sale because nobody's playing it. They're trying to get people to play it again. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Fix your game. It's not that difficult. Like, I get it. You want to just be done with it and just get it out to the masses, but don't get the physical edition because that's probably broken where you can't play it. But yeah, make sure you just pick it up dirt cheap. I'm so sad. And there you have it. 6 more games in the bag. Please let me know what your thoughts about the games. How was your November for gaming? Let me know what some highlights were, and I'll catch y'all next time. Please consider subscribing if you're new. Give it a like before you roll out, and I'll catch ya later. Game on.
She's playing all night, from vintage to modern, she's the queen of the fight. From in San Diego to Grand Theft Auto streets, Oregon Trail to Oregon Trail, she's got the beats. Stand back, she's got the games you need in hand with VHS recording, she's in command. From 8-bit wonders to the latest craze, Linda the gamer gal, she's here.